Tymber, Skan, a condo complex off South Texas that for years has been plagued by fires, drug dealing, and violent crime. Late Tuesday night, a woman and man were shot through a window while sitting on their couch watching television. The woman, who was in her 40s, was shot multiple
Orange
times.
County deputies are on the hunt tonight for the suspect responsible for shooting two people inside the Tymber Skan apartments.
It happened late last night, and residents say despite effort to improve safety in the complex, they have not seen much change.
West 2's Amanda Ober was at Tymber Skan today and joins us now with more. Amanda?
Tymber Skan is one of the most embattled communities in Orange County in terms of having a reputation for crime and danger. Today I talked with residents. We were standing at the entrance to Tymber Skan today, we witnessed a large group of men gather in a circle just about 30 feet from where we were standing. A fist fight broke out between two of them, and as we were loading into our car to get out of there, we heard a gunshot. Deputies later told me there were actually 6 gunshots fired, but so far they have not found a victim. But needless to say, it was a very frightening experience for us in broad daylight.
In the shadow of all the first-class attractions Orlando offers is this place. The Tymber Skan community is crime-ridden and crumbling just off Rio Grande Avenue. Orange County leaders want to level it, but late today we got a copy of a letter from a local law firm that says not so fast. Kim London has lived here for 12 years, and even though the father of her baby girl was murdered at Tymber Skan last month, she's not going anywhere.
Because you can clean a
Dwayne
neighborhood
and Stacy
up.
Thompson and their 4 kids live in Tymber Skan condos, one of the most troubled communities in Orlando. And its days may be numbered for the 186 families that live in the complex that is literally falling apart. Fires are frequent and devastating, and crime grows. 3 murders and 32 robberies so far just this year. But the most immediate problem is an impending water shutoff by Orlando Utilities Commission. Tymber Skan is $115,000 behind in payments, something the Thompsons blame on irresponsible owners.
There are so many owners that are not paying their dues, and that breaks into the finances for the HOA so they can pay the water bill.
And if you can help us in any way, I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Tearful residents pled with commissioners to prevent OUC from turning off their water.
We'll try to do everything we can to help some of these
entire
residents
complex
that are there.
is in disrepair. It is a place where officials have tried to get people to move out, but a lot of people have still stayed, and one of those residents I talked to says kids play out here, and there are large holes in the road, a lot of other issues.
It is one of the most crime-ridden local neighborhoods, but it's now getting more money in hopes of rehabbing the complex.
Yeah, the Tymber Skan condos in Orange County have been around since the early 70s, but it's now plagued by fires, drug dealing, and violent crime.
Things about this neighborhood that, but I still wanted to go.
Pastor Chris Ogden with First Baptist Orlando says his church has been visiting Tymber Skan condo complex in Orange County for years, but stopped when it became too dangerous.
I believe
over
it will.
the summer.
I believe we can clean up Tymber Skan and it'll be a great community again.
Lord
like
God,
it
that you
was.
would go forth in this neighborhood, that you would go forth in this family, Lord, and that you would reveal yourself like never before. You said, go make disciples, Lord God. You said, Lord God, go preach in season and out of season. And we believe, Lord God, that you set us here on a divine assignment to build back the walls of hope. And right now we take authority, dominion, and power over this region.
Security was shot and they were attacked right here.
In this building?
Yep, in this one right here.
Well, I'm not security. This is just a shirt. God is my security. God is our security.
Yeah, you got a point.
OUC needs a police escort. Spectrum won't come in here anymore, and we've got a 10-year contract with them. They pulled out and told us they're not giving us service anymore. They will not come in here.
What?
They said it's too dangerous. They said they've had people come in here and get robbed. Well, you can do that in any neighborhood all over Orlando, but for some reason, this little teeny tiny community, and it's not really that big, is being treated like we're outcasts, like we're from another world or another country. I mean, I've lived all over this country. This is the first time I've ever felt like I was from outside the United States. First time I've ever felt like that.
My particular building, when I lived in it, like somebody tapped into our electricity. That was in the next building, so I was getting $1,700 light bills, so that forced me out because I wasn't going to pay a light bill that was more than me.
Can the boys trust the girls? Yes! Are you sure? Yes! Boys, do you trust the girls? No!
I trust you.
Only trust me is Audra.
I trust all.
Yes! trust you. I trust you. We're going to prove to you that you can trust me. I can't. Let's go. Ready? Let's go. Leave. Who can trust us? Go.
Across the way had gotten out, and the dog actually ran across the road and grabbed the baby in the face, and the dog actually bit the baby's complete nose off, and they called 911, and they would not even come into Tymber Scans to get that baby. The mama had to carry the baby to the entrance to meet the EMT, and the dad had the baby's nose in his hand, and they would not even come in. And I mean, it was horrible. It was horrible.
Yes, they moved the mailboxes. They come in here. It was a big issue for all of us. And they said the reason they moved those mailboxes is because this property is unsafe for the mailman to come into. He's not even supposed to deliver packages inside of here. And we're like, what in the world are you talking about?
Don't breathe. I don't worry about breathing. All right? What I want y'all to do is secure your legs. They have to feel a little wide, so you come like this.
My apartment unit was right here. I lived in Tymber Skan 2011, 2012, and then again in 2014, 2015.
Can you point at your house?
It was right here.
Right here.
It was one of the first buildings demolished when they did start demolition of
They're tearing down our buildings left and right. They say they're structurally unsound, but we've proven they're not structurally unsound. They just need cosmetic work. But we have a hard time getting the permits. I don't know why they won't give us permits.
Do you think our boxing and MMA program will do good here?
I think it would do all right here because we've got a lot of children here that just do nothing.
Yep.
They sit out here and they get in trouble most of the time.
Right on.
So maybe it'll be something that they can get behind because
yes, ma'am, we're coming.
Fight without it. Why not fight with it?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes, sir.
You
yes,
ready?
sir.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it. Hands up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That right there. 1. No, this one. 1. 2. Give me the 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's get it.
And then my son, my older son, he's 25. One of his friends that was actually the same age, he went to school with the boy. His dad got shot. Somebody went in to rob him, and they shot him in his house. And again, they called EMT, 911, and they would not come in again. The boys put that man shot, and he was shot right here. He had to have emergency surgery, and it blowed his shoulder, like they had to do reconstruction surgery. But the EMT met him at the road and said, we're here, bring him to us. And they put him on the hood of the car and took him out there. And then EMT did it, but EMT would not come in. They said that their lives were in danger. They felt they were in danger and that they would not be able to do their jobs if they came past that point.
What point?
The entrance where this sign is.
The entrance to what?
To Tymber Scans.
We've done an arson. This decided he wants to burn up our buildings and just cost us even more. People, owners, losing money because he's burning up buildings. And the county won't do anything about it. We call the police and it takes them probably 4 to 5 hours to get out here. It's like they don't want to come. They don't want to come out here when we call them. We've been trying to clean our section up.
It warms my heart to know that my 11-year-old son has a desire to share and to know that just because people say things about areas, that doesn't have anything to do with the kids that's in that area. And I wish more people had the heart to care about those kids, because there's kids that they're suffering because of what society has marked that place. If more people would get out of their cars and actually go and experience it, it's heart-wrenching. I am not scared at all, and I'm very proud of my son to be over there helping and engaging in the community.
Well, I've lived here for a little while, and we've seen a lot of things go on here, but basically this property is almost like forgotten. You know, there's a lot of families that live up in here, a lot of really poor families, kids that are on assistance. They don't have anything, they barely are able to survive living back here, and people have just forgotten them. There's houses that don't have running water. There's some back there that they don't have water at all in that section.
Why is that?
The guy that's over that HOA let the water bill go up so high that they turned it off, and then he refused to do anything about it.
Wow.
So they basically been without water for the last that's going on 3 years now. And they left him like that. A lot of people left right after it happened. A lot of people left right after it happened.
And they just point blank told me that they would not furnish electricity to the apartment, that they would refund my deposit, but that they would not be hooking up electricity at that address.
It's always been a one-way in, one-way out.
Reminds me a lot of that building across the lake over there. 33rd.
Yeah. Exactly. View at night to see 33rd.
It's actually
the
beautiful
lights,
looking.
It's beautiful.
It is.
Beautiful.
I didn't know what it was. I thought it was
It's beautiful to see the jail at night lit up.
It is.
Just glaring off the water, but we all know what happens. Most of the people who lived here, if they did bad things, they ended up across the water.
Let's go, keep it going. Keep it going. All the way to the cars.
Well, for the sections up here, you see behind me here?
Yes, ma'am.
For that section there, the reason there's so much garbage there is the guy that's over the HOA for those two sections just stopped paying the bill. So those people have no place to throw their garbage except right there. And Waste Management won't pick that up if they don't get paid. So they just have to throw their garbage everywhere. A lot of times they throw it in our section, and then we end up having to pay for it. So we dropped all of our garbage bins except for two up front. And they're still throwing it in the hole where the garbage can's not there.
So from this type of thing, and he said they're dead now. Some kids that used to hang out of that green post. He said 2 years ago, but they're dead.
Sister Viviana, what do you think about the outreach?
I'm still processing.
You think this program right here could bring that friendship together? The MMA?
It's the beginning.
It's the beginning.
It's the beginning.
What else should be done with the program? We're feeding the kids.
It's the beginning of progress being made.
Right on.
Of bringing these people together as friends.
Right on.
Yeah, the beginning of progress.
Any other recommendations you will have as a resident of Tymber Skan?
Like I said, I have the experience as a worker at the state hospital. I worked at the state hospital, Bronx State, Manhattan State, And I think people should come together as friends.
Right on. I'm with you.
Like white bears.
What you doing, Miss Cindy? You wrapping her up?
I'm trying. I forgot how. I forgot.
You trying? Cindy, you about to put a glove? What you think, brother? Miss Cindy about to put the gloves on?
Yeah, she gonna get it down. She gonna get it down right now.
No, I don't dare.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yell
Yes, I
it.
can.
Tymber Skan.
Yes, I can.
Tymber Skan.
Yes, I can.
Tymber Skan.
Get these donuts.